Hey there, how's it going? So in this video then I wanted to talk about crop circles. Crop circles are absolutely one of the amazing mysteries of our time. They've been going on for several decades in large numbers, and then there are apparently historical references to crop circles going back into the 1600s even, with a wooden cutout that seems to show a figure carving out a crop circle. Who knows if that's actually referring to what we know of as crop circles. But anyways, crop circles are real. There are obviously tons of photos and video evidence. They are very spectacular, the best ones. So are they a hoax? Are they being created by humans, groups of people or a couple of people who are creating these amazing formations in the middle of the night, sneaking in and then sneaking out, and lo and behold, in the morning, then here's this magnificent thing in some farmer's crop. I've been looking into this for, 10, 15 years or whatever. I've been curious about it. And I always felt that it just didn't make sense that these were being created by people. Just the evidence just seemed too overwhelming that there was something else mysterious going on here. But in the past week, then I came across two different resources, a video and an article that pretty much seals the deal in my opinion. That there's no way in hell that humans could be creating the vast majority of the crop circles. Obviously, some are created by humans. No doubt these are designs that could be created by humans, but the context within their being created, which I will explain here in a second, makes it impossible, basically, for crop circles to be created by people. There are thousands of them being created all around the world. Now, some of you out there may have heard of the story of, I think their names were Doug and Dave, who in the late 80s came out and proclaimed, "We did it, we're the ones, we're the crop circle makers, we've been having fun here, we came up with this idea in 1978 at a pub in England and decided to make these crop circles." So this is utterly absurd on its face in a bunch of different ways. But first of all, these guys were in their early 60s. It is now 2014. I don't think these two guys, Doug and Dave, these two elderly gentlemen, are responsible for making the thousands and thousands of crop circles that have appeared since the late 1980s. So you can, just forget about Doug and Dave. So is it possible that there are, groups of people, sort of these underground, top secret stealth people who have some more sophisticated equipment, perhaps a loose network or whatever, in different countries, who are coordinating together, sharing ideas, designs, techniques for creating them, how to avoid the authorities, etc. So I'm just going to give one example here of the most magnificent crop circle known so far, just to show you how utterly impossible it is that these could be created by people. So it is the Milk Hill crop formation from August of 2001, early August, and it appeared in a field in southern England in the general vicinity of Stonehenge, which is where most of the crop circles are appearing. A good chunk of them are appearing in southern England, and then many more are appearing all around the world. So the Milk Hill crop formation, check this thing out. 409 circles, perfect circles, in an amazing geometric formation of spiraling arms. The span of the whole formation is 1,500 feet. That's 500 meters across. The largest of the circles themselves is 70 feet across. So this appeared in early August, in the middle of summer, when the days are long and the nights are short. it just was there the following morning, and so it must have appeared in the darkness of night, visible from many different angles. It's on a farmer's property, so there's no way that people were working on it for days and then just kind of unveiled it or something like that. It had to have appeared in the middle of the night. There was only 4 hours of darkness. 409 circles. That means that you would have to be creating a circle every 30 seconds, roughly, from the moment that it got completely dark until the slightest bit of light appeared. You'd have to be laying down one of those circles every 30 seconds, and that doesn't include any time to plan it out, lay it out, survey it. It's a populated area. You're not going to get a large group of people in there with nobody noticing. You would have to have light of some kind, which would be shining all over the place in the darkness of night, and then somehow coordinate this formation in the darkness, which, when it's unveiled in the morning, is an absolutely perfect, stunning image that looks like it's computer generated or something. So how in the world could people possibly get away with this? I do not believe that that is within the realm of possibility. And now keep in mind that we're not talking about one amazing feat here. There are several hundred every year that show up all around the world, and those are only the ones that are being discovered. Certainly there must be others that appear that don't end up getting seen. And a vast array of different designs. There are crop circles that are 3D images, ones that depict faces, all kinds of amazing designs, all of them basically a perfect image as if they were created by a computer. And yet, have you ever seen a news story of, hoaxers getting caught? I'm not aware of any news story other than Doug and Dave about crop circle makers. How would people be getting in and out of private property, farmers' fields, with roads nearby, houses nearby? Many of the crop circles are created during rainstorms, a good chunk of them, and yet there's no apparent evidence of boot marks, mud, etc. So it just makes no conceivable sense to think that these thousands of crop circles being created are somehow being created by people. Now there's one possibility for how crop circles could possibly be created by people that is worth at least taking a look at, even though it is still pretty ridiculous in my mind. And that is that it is some sort of a government-sponsored program, a Illuminati New World Order conspiracy, in which they are utilizing the highest technology, which we are not even aware of at this point, technology that has not been unveiled, that is basically spaceships or something, that are somehow able to zoom in and then have some sort of a force field or some sort of a energy source that is able to create these circles so that they're able to zoom in and zoom out with nobody noticing. But if you're talking about third-dimensional technology, then you still have major issues there of how are these ships getting in without people seeing them? You would presume there would need to be lights. There have been sightings of ships and strange lights, etc., corresponding with crop circles, but it is not a across-the-board thing. This area of southern England is highly populated, and if it was a matter of some sort of a ship always coming in, some sort of a military aircraft, then there would be reports of it, unless the military just has technology that is so far beyond our comprehension that it's completely stealth in a way that we can't even conceive of now. But there's one major problem with this, which is what the hell would be the motive? Why in the world would world governments have been spending tremendous amounts of money and resources and time creating crop circles all around the world for the past 25 plus years. That just makes absolutely no sense. That does not go along with the Illuminati agenda at all, which is that they don't want us to be thinking about aliens. They don't want us to be thinking about cosmic paranormal type of phenomenon, to put all this time and energy into something like that. Why? Like, that just makes absolutely no sense. And then you have to factor in, what if one of these crafts crashes and then their technology is revealed? So that just doesn't make any rational sense. It is vaguely within the realm of possibility. But as long as you're talking about spaceships of that futuristic technology, you might as well just be talking about aliens. Because that just makes more sense, that some sort of a off-Earth intelligent life form would be seeking to send messages to people rather than our own military industrial complex. I just don't see how that makes any sense. So there you go. That's my take on crop circles. I will go ahead and put the links down in the info section below this video to the article and the video that I referenced at the beginning here, which I highly recommend checking out. The article in particular is amazing. It's extremely comprehensive and builds a very powerful case that crop circles are not created by people. There are also a lot of amazing images of some of the best crop circles, so go ahead and check down below there. Feel free to share your comments and your perspective on this, any further information. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one.